Hello, guys. Welcome back. I'm all contented and good. I wanted to make videos for you today, and yes, Princess, thank you for helping. Mommy's gonna eat you too. Um, I want to make videos for you guys today, and just couldn't get it together. But it was going to have something to do with Odin. I knew that. And I responded politely to someone, but I didn't like that they were trying to espouse their worldview. Person has, since been muted from the channel. And I don't want you guys afraid to, comment on the channel. You comment all you like, but I'm going to kick off bigots, racists, gatekeepers, and anyone who thinks they have found the one true way of being. I can only tell you what works for me. I'm not saying do it in your own life. I don't give two shits what you do. You guys know what I mean. Anyhow, I think the gods like to punish us for having lived stupid lifestyles once upon a time. And you guys know I used to be vegan once in a while, years ago, because somebody promised me it was the cure for all my health problems. It gave me a lot worse health issues that I'm still recovering from, but, thank you for that bullshit advice. And, it's there, we could do a whole video on why it's not healthy or even any more ethical than an omnivore lifestyle, but we don't. The best response I can give you is that I am a wolf of Odin and not a lamb of God. Wolves may on occasion munch on a berry, but pretty much anything else is on the menu too. And I'm getting yes from Loki back there. And the thing is, the gods wouldn't have us force our lifestyle on each other. The gods really don't care what we eat, in my personal experience. You want to eat plants? Eat plants. You want to eat meat? Eat meat. You want to eat each other? Fine, if somebody signs an agreement to it. You can actually do that, by the way. If somebody, in some states, if somebody signs an agreement that you can eat them, upon their death, you can actually legally eat people. Did you know that? Yeah, I end up in a lot of strange places on the internet. Same thing for blood. In some states, some areas, if somebody legally agrees that you can drink their blood, you can do that too. It has to be obviously with consent and prior written agreement. Anyhow, Lucky's like, you know a lot. Well, as I was going through the experience of veganism and knowing it wasn't right, knowing it wasn't really any ethically better than anything else. In fact, a lot of them have horrible ethics. Um, I started to study human evolution because that's a thing on this planet. And we evolved from a rather stupid species to what we are today because we started to eat meat. We ate all sorts of animals, fish, other animals, each other. Each other was on the menu for quite a while because we were a pretty primitive species. We mated with anything, human or not. We ate other animals, we ate each other. It took a long time before what you would recognize as the modern human evolved. We were little wild meat-eating animals, and our earliest ancestor was what people would call a meat-eating grouch. So we are a carnivore species. We don't have the fangs and the claws of other species just because evolution's a bitch and we're smart enough to use tools. We don't need claws when we can make guns. So, woo, and we don't need the sharp jugular piercing fangs of another species because, again, weapons. So we don't have to have claws. We don't have to have fangs. We have sharp meat shearing teeth and we have plant grinding teeth because we're naturally omnivores. And if you actually keep up with your science, most of them are saying now that the classification of animals as omnivores, carnivores, or vegetarians is not useful because all animals will break whatever mold they're put in. Wolves and all other predators usually eat meat, but they will occasionally eat plants. Most plant eaters will eat meat on occasion. There are deer that, on this one island, for reasons of nutrients, love to smash into eggs in a nest and eat the chicks. There are squirrels that climb up into nests and eat chicks because they need the nutrition, and their biology, whatever you want to call it, their drive is telling them you need meat, so they go eat it. Chimpanzees eat their prey alive, so do some humans. Anyhow, it was one of those things that really annoyed me because I can't stand gatekeepers and I can't stand bigots and I can't stand people who force their lifestyle on other people. I'm not saying you have to eat meat because I do. I'm saying I don't care what you eat. I truly don't. If somebody signs a legal agreement and you eat them, that's up to you. I really don't care. And it was just one of those things that Odin was watching me deal with. And, he keeps his own counsel usually and lets you figure out things for yourself. And as I'm replying to this person, I'm eating a Pop Tart, which is animal based, that put frosting on, also animal based. And I cook spam that I cooked in butter and tomato sauce. Oh, so good. So, I'm not of the I'm going to tolerate your nonsense. If you want to become vegetarian and start your own vegetarian or vegan cult, you are welcome to. There are millions of people out there who will agree with you. I'm not one of them. Um, there's just a lot of hate in vegan circles. There are a lot of nice, lovely vegans and vegetarians that won't force their lifestyle on other people, just like there are a lot of nice omnivores. Just like there are a lot of nice die-hard carnivores that, they won't force their lifestyle on other people. They're happy, they found what works for them, and they don't feel a need to start a cult movement around themselves or force everybody else to do. The thing I would suggest the person do, and this is just a suggestion, is to do the research. I know it's hard because veganism and vegetarian can be kind of culty, but do the research and see, is it really better for the environment? Not every scientist is going to agree with that. Is it really better for the animals? Not everybody's going to agree with that either. What we're going to have to do, whether you like it or not, is we're going to have to destroy all these animals because they can't be rewilded, okay, my dears? It would be an ecological disaster to take all the cows and chickens and pigs and whatnot and just let them go into the wild. They would devastate the local flora and fauna, and that's what you're against, right? So just keep in mind that if you do get your way, we're going to have to euthanize every single animal in captivity. Every cow, every pig, every chicken, every cat, every dog, every animal in the zoo. Careful what you wish for. So he's like, oh my god, you really are one of Odin's wolves. We'll have to kill them all. It will be the only solution. These animals can't be reintroduced into the wild, with the rare exception of animals being bred in captivity to be reintroduced into the wild. They will die. They will devastate, like I said, local flora and fauna. There will be no other solution other than to kill them all. And that's usually where most people kind of wake up and go, oh, and walk away from veganism. It's, to me, it's cruel to do to humans because by nature we are a persistence predator. It's why we have forward-facing eyes. Um, it's why we walk and we run the way we do. We don't bolt like our prey because we will just walk after them and wear them down, or we will use snares, or we will use guns, or we will use other things because we're clever hunters. Remember, there's good evidence that we actually weren't that good of hunters, but wolves adopted us and wolves taught us how to hunt. So definitely the predatory nature is in our DNA. If you choose not to answer the call of the predator, if you choose not to hunt or to consume meat or animal products, that's for you, but I don't think it makes people ethically better than anyone else. And yes, I was probably the world's most terrible preachy vegan. I can't remember because my nutrition was so fucked up. And I did everything right before anybody tries to preach to me. It's fucking expensive, the food is horrible, and it's nasty and self-righteous. So, look, he's like, tell us how you really feel. The fact that I eat pepperoni and cheese pizza should prove to people that I am never going back, and I just had cooked in butter and a Pop-Tart and marshmallows and all the other fucking foods I like to eat. Yes, they are animal products. And honey. How could I make Odin honey mead, instant honey mead, without honey? So, okay. So, yes, to recap, I am a wolf of Odin, not a lamb of God. I honestly had a thing last night where I just don't even think I believe in God. Where that leaves my belief in the angels and saints, I don't rightly know. I know the demons are real because I interact with them. But I don't know. But I certainly don't believe he's this all-powerful deity, and I certainly don't know if I believe in Jesus or not anymore. I said 2020 has kind of fucked up the reputation of any deity claiming to be all-powerful. Because I'm talking to God last night, and I said, if you're all-powerful, and you're all-knowing, you don't even need us to pray to you, and you know this is going on, yet you're doing nothing. You have to be the worst, most uncaring, unloving God in existence. Of course, I didn't get smited or anything else. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. Send me some steaks. I haven't seen steak in forever. Send me some steaks. I have seen rain though. We're gonna get another week of rain, so that's gonna make a 2-week delay on that guy getting to the work. And it's like at this point, I know it's a God's work. The gods are telling me to slow down. Seriously, guys, I don't care if you're vegetarian or vegan. I don't think less of you or more of you. I just, you do you, but don't force it on other people. I try not to force a meat eating lifestyle. You don't have to eat meat to serve the gods, but not eating meat doesn't give you any special pass card either. So, you do you, and I will do me. And all the animals will run for me and presumably run towards you for help. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.